Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the 5 Minute Facebook Ministry. Giving all the honor to God, my name is Anthony Daniels. And today we're coming out of the book of Matthew, the 7th chapter, 12th verse. It's Matthew 7 and 12. And here, this chapter is about what is commonly referred to as the golden rule. And it reads out of NIV. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. Again, out of the NIV. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. Now this is the Sermon on the Mount. And this is the words of Jesus Christ. And, he says, so in everything, do to others. That's in everything. He doesn't say in some things. He doesn't say when you're in a good mood. He doesn't say when you're feeling okay. He says, so in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. And he says, for this sums up the law and the prophet. So when he says it sums up the law and the prophets, that this rule, that if we do in everything, we treat everybody in everything, in every situation, how we would like them to treat us. That kind of sums up the law and the prophets, because they are not people who do things to themselves or treat themselves or wish a whole lot of harm on themselves. People who do that, we could be pretty certain that there's something going on with them, and they need some treatment. But most people, they would rather be treated in a certain way. And so this sums up the law. For us to treat people as we want to be treated. And that's we all want to be treated in a godly manner, in a nice manner. And we don't want people to be evil to us. We don't want people to be mean to us, yell and scream at us. In any situation, we want people to talk to us with respect, treat us with respect, give us the benefit of the doubt. And so, if we behave in that way, the reason Jesus says it sums up the law is because if we treat people that we want to be treated, then we're not doing anything sinful of people. We're not trying to cheat people. We're not trying to take advantage of people. We're not lying to people, because we don't want people to do those things to us. Okay, so that kind of sums up the law. And the prophets, all the prophets, everything that the prophets put out, the word that's been coming out, it kind of sums it all up. Okay, because if we are treating people that we want to be treated, we're treating everyone in a good way. And that's in everything, in every situation, because regardless of what kind of situation I'm in, if someone is yelling and screaming at me, the typical human response is for us to scream back. Us to react back to them the same way that they're reacting to us. But we would rather have them not react to us that way. As a matter of fact, the reason that we are screaming back at them is because they've just upset us. They're getting under our skin. They're bothering us with the way they're treating us. We don't like the way they're treating us. So we respond back. But see, if we respond back the way we want them to respond to us, some people, they just so gone that they'll never get it. But a lot of people, when you respond back to them with kindness, they'll respond back to you with kindness. That doesn't always work. Some people never get it. Some people never pick up the fact that I'm just rude, I'm just mean, and they don't really care. But we can still continue to be godly with that person, to treat that person as we would like for them to treat us. And it may take longer for some. But after a while, I guarantee it may take a month, may take 2 months, may take 3 months. But if we're consistent in responding with love and kindness to people, they will eventually, it'll cut through. It will cut through whatever they have going on in their lives, which is causing them to act the way they are. You just got to be consistent with it. And the thing is that, and then we got to pray about it. And not only do we have to pray about it, to pray that God gets them in a situation where they recognize that we love them and that we care for them. But we also have to pray for God to give us strength to continue, to overlook how that person is acting. Remember, Our battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against spiritual forces in the heavens. That is what our battle is against. So you got to understand, people are under demonic influence when they act like that, and they don't know it. And so then we have to forgive them. We have to forgive them on a constant basis. Because if we walk around with unforgiveness in our heart, we walk around mad at people, we walk around angry with people, that's what comes out of us, anger, and it takes us away from God. It takes us away from God. And then the biggest reason, when we forgive someone, it's not for them, it's for us. God has told us to forgive. And even though we may tell someone that we forgive them, they may care less. But we've released all that anger and all that pent-up energy out of ourselves. We've given it to God. And we walk in the grace of God when we do that. And God also says that if you don't forgive your fellow man, you won't be forgiven. So we've got to forgive our fellow man. That's part of the condition of being a man and woman of God. Okay, so just remember the golden rule. Jesus has directed it that we treat our fellow man as we want to be treated in everything, in every situation. Let's walk in that rule. Let's live by that rule. And that's all the time that I have. Hey, God bless you. God loves you, and I love you too. Have a great